Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bonny and welcome to Bonny Beauty Hub. Alright, so today we are reviewing the Nudegasm face palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I am pretty sure she's come with these palettes before as well, and I think these are limited edition palettes, but I have never tried any of these palettes before, so I wanted to give it a try. So let me try to open it up, and I just love how the packaging is. So it's like a 3D effect, so you can see a face but still you can see these gold lines and the sparkle and the center Charlotte Tilbury her typical logo. And it does come with a mirror. It does come with a mirror, and this is the palette itself. And oops, it comes with a plastic, but it just fell off. So this is how it looks. So this, I know her other palettes, she does have shades like for light, medium, dark, but this is a limited edition palette and this is just a single palette. So this is the only color that you would get. You would not have any other palettes with a darker shade or a lighter shade. So whatever we are working with, this is what even you would get. So we're going to play with this and see if it is worth it, if it is pigmented, and if it suits especially medium to tan skin tones. Alright, so let's get into it. I am a person who doesn't do contouring a lot. I just love to bronze up my face. I love the warmth, but these shades, both these shades, so this is soft sculpt and this is super sculpt. So both are contouring powders. This is a lighter contour and this is a darker contour, but both are very neutral shades. I don't like contouring powders because I feel they look very ashy on my skin tone, but we're going to try it out and see if it still works for medium skin tones. Alright, so I'm just showing you the swatches right now. The soft sculpt is really soft, but I feel that is a really good contouring shade if you like a contour, because a contour should not be too dark. The next, I felt that it was really very neutral in the pan, but when I see it on the swatch, I feel that it gives a little bit of warmth to it. I love the blush color. It's not too shimmery, but it has such a glowy and a satin look to it. Wow, I love the color of the blush as well, and the highlighter. I don't know how this is going to look on my skin, but on my hand it looks amazing. So these were the swatches. So let's start with putting them on my face. So for a contour, I do a very light contour and I don't know how pigmented it's going to be on the face. So I'm going to take the soft sculpt in a very fluffy brush. It is a dome shaped fluffy brush. So you can see that it is picking up product. So it's not that it is not pigmented, it is picking up. There is no fallout in the pan. I'm tapping off the excess. There's a little bit fallout when you tap it off. And let's see. Okay, let's try this mirror. So let's see. It is visible. Oh. See, that's what happens. Sometimes when you try swatches on the hands, it doesn't work properly, especially for eyeshadows. The swatches are so patchy, but then when you use it on your eyelids, it's amazing. So that is how this looks. And as I told you, I'm not a contour type of girl, but I love the cut this is giving me. Let me look into this mirror so that I can give you a better picture. And wow. For a person who doesn't like contour shades, seeing a wow when I apply this shade is really something. Okay, but I do need warmth. So on top of this, I'm gonna go, I don't think I'm gonna use the same brush. I've taken another fluffy brush. This is another dome shaped fluffy brush. So now I'm gonna dig into the warm bronzing color. So this is Super Sculpt. On my hand, it did show a little bit of warmth. So I've just gone into the product. I'm taking off the excess. Yes, it is not as warm as I would expect, because if you know me, you know I am a girl who, in a bronzer, I want all those red tones. I need so much warmth. I need to show up so warm, but these are completely neutral tones. It's completely neutral. Like, I can't say that it has warmth in it or it doesn't, it has coolness in it. It is a complete neutral tone. If I might wear this based on the makeup that I'm wearing. I am not hating the color, but wow, now I noticed a difference. As I told you, I am a girl who uses really warm tones bronzers, but this, the first time I'm trying it on my jawline over here, and I feel this is the perfect color with the perfect undertone to sculpt the jawline. Wow. I'm still not a super duper fan of it to use it as a bronzer because I need a little bit more warmth, and now it's based on the blush totally because I need some warmth. I need warmth. I'm not a neutral tone girl. I'm not a cool tone girl. I am 100% warm tone girl. So I need a warm tone bronzer. So with this bronzer, though it is showing up and though the finish is so beautiful, so beautiful formulation, when I was talking about the color, I got so into the shades that I did not talk about the formulation at all. The formulation is so soft, smooth. It is nothing close to their Flawless Filter powders. No, it is completely different. So this is a formulation that I have never tried from Charlotte Tilbury. So for the Super Sculpt, I did read that it is a luminous matte, and I think that is the perfect word for this. It is matte, but it's just giving you the glow from within. So wow, I love the formulation, but I would loved it even more if it had a little bit of warmth to it. So now let me try the blush on top of this and let me see if it brings warmth to my skin. Otherwise, it's gonna be a total dud. Even though the formulation is so good, when the color doesn't work for me, I don't think I would go for this palette. So it's all in the hands of the blush right now to make me feel happy or sad. Alright, so I've taken a typical angled blush brush. I am dipping it in the, oh wow, I can see the pigmentation on the brush already. If it focuses, yeah. So you can see the pigmentation. So it is picking up a lot of product. So I'm tapping off the excess. As I told you, there's no fallout in the pan. And moment of truth. I like it. Alright, so as I told you, I'm a very warm tone girl, and I did not think that this combination is something that I would ever go for. So that's why. So my son, he doesn't love vegetables, and when I cook any vegetables, he immediately says that I don't like this, I don't eat it, and he doesn't even give it a try. What I tell him is, how would you know that you don't like it even when you don't try it? And that is how I make him eat vegetables. And I have been all the time saying that I am a warm tone bronzer girl. I like all the warm tones, and it's still true, but I never thought that I would love the bronzer with a neutral bronzer with a warm tone blush. And still if I see the bronzer and the contouring powder, I can still see the neutral tones in it, but I don't think it looks bad on my skin tone. It's just something that was on my mind because always I was using a warm toned bronzer. I just had it in my mind that warm tone is my die-hard. Warm tone is what I always use. And I did not even give cool tones or neutral tones a try. And now that I had to give it a try, I think they're not bad. I think they are working. Till the time I have a warm toned blush with it, I think it's fine. It's still keeping my heart in a safe place, and wow. So this blush, I definitely have to talk about it because I have textured skin. I have a lot of textures over here on my cheek area and obviously here near my pores. And when you pick a glowy blush, you are always scared that this will emphasize your texture. But this, I am packing the blush again and again. It's still giving me the glow, if you can see. It is giving me the glow, but it is not emphasizing my texture. Wow. And you can see me, I am just going ham. I am packing it, and it still looks so natural and so beautiful on my skin. Alright, so let me try, before we go for the highlighter, let me try this contouring shade and the blush shade on my eyelids. So I'm taking a really fluffy brush and I'm taking Soft Sculpt first. You can see how pigmented it is. So I've taken Soft Sculpt and I'm trying to sculpt my eyelid. And sometimes your bronzer, they don't show up on your eyelid that well. So that is why always I try it on my eyelid too, to see if it is more versatile, if it is more multi-use. Do you see the difference in this eye and this eye? If you see a difference, that means this is working. I do see a difference and I love it. Alright, so the Soft Sculpt I love. It looks very, it has a bit of sheen to it. However, it is not looking weird on my eyelid. Anything that has a sheen, if I use it on my crease, it looks really weird, but this color looks good. So let me go with Super Sculpt and do it a little more closer to my crease. So I've taken a smaller brush, a smaller fluffy brush. I'm taking Super Sculpt and I'm going right into the crease. So it is lower than Soft Sculpt, but just on top of it, on the crease area. Do you see the difference in this eye and this eye? You're right, it's working. Sometimes when I want to do it directly in the crease, I keep my eyelids open and I just place it on the crease area and do it into the crease so that I know the right placement for my crease. I don't use a lot of cool tones for my eyes because I feel that gives me a very grayish or an ashy finish, and that would look like someone has punched me in my eye. But this is not bringing out those gray or ashy tones. These are looking actually contoured eyelids. They are looking beautiful. Now I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to take the blush shade and use it on my eyelid. That is giving such a soft, beautiful finish. And I didn't have to use much, and that is it. I'm done with almost both my eyes. Wow, that looked beautiful on my eyes. The shades look beautiful. So final is the highlighter. So what's the name of the highlighter? It is Super Glow. All right, the blush is Multi Glow and the highlighter is Super Glow. All right, I'm taking a really fluffy brush. I'm dipping it into Super Glow. I'm going to use my mirror. Oh wow, I can see the glow. Oh wow, that is beautiful. I am going to take it on my forehead and my eyebrow bone as well. Oh wow. So there are very few highlights that it would give you the glow, the really wet look, without showing you the glitter or emphasizing your textures, but this is one of it, which is amazing. So I want to talk more about the product, but let me just finish my full face of makeup and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I'm done with my full face of makeup, I have a better view, few things more to talk about the product. So let me start from the base. Packaging, 10 on 10. I told you before, I love the packaging. It is sort of rose gold. It's not pure rose gold, but it is like gold mixed with rose gold. It is beautiful packaging. Second, the price is $75, and I will tell you at the later part whether I feel it's worth it or not. But let's talk about the formulation. So I don't have any of the Charlotte Tilbury contouring shades. I did use her bronzer, but that is again the Flawless Filter bronzer. So that is a different, completely different formulation. So compared to the formulation on any of these shades over here, I have never used any of these formulations, and the formulation is what just blew me away. I seriously do not have any other product with this type of formulation because it feels so soft and yet it is pigmented. So yeah, and it shows up on the skin. So when I bought this palette, I thought, I'm not sure, it is a limited edition palette and she has just one shade collection in this. So I have medium tan skin tone. So I was not sure if it would work for my skin, and yeah, I have to agree that though it is very light colors, they look light in the pan, but they show up on the skin. I have matured skin. I don't have too matured skin, but I like to say I have matured skin because I am in my late 30s, but no, I have good skin. But I do have a lot of texture on my skin. So when I use products that has a lot of sheen or a satiny finish or anything that glows and highlights your skin, I feel that they emphasize my texture. But this, I do not use a lot of glowy blushes, but this is a glowy blush. It doesn't emphasize any of the texture, but it doesn't also show the shimmer or the glitter particles on my skin. It is just showing like it is a sheen from within, it is a glow from within your skin, and that looks so beautiful. I've tried to use the highlighter almost all over my face because I've used it on my cheek, on the highlights here on my eyebrows, the eyebrow bone, I always forget this name, and on my forehead. So everywhere that I normally highlight, I've used it, and it looks so beautiful. It looks like a glow from within. So the formulation is totally blowing my mind. It's completely something different that I haven't tried before, neither do I have it in my collection. So that is when I would say the $75 is justified, because we are paying for the brand as well, and we are paying because the brand does amazing formulations. So they have spent a lot they have done a lot towards the packaging, towards the formulation, and so I would justify the $75 is good because yeah, the formulation is that good. However, saying that, if you are not looking for a palette right now, you already have bronzer and blush palettes in your collection, I would not tell you to go rush right now and buy this palette for yourself, because no, I would not do that. I would not ask you to splurge $75 on a palette that you would not be using that much, because you already have something else in your collection. But if you are a collector just like me, a limited edition palette collector, a makeup junkie, a makeup collector just like me, then this is a really good palette to add on to your collection. I know that she has come with previous limited edition palettes as well. I haven't tried those, so I don't know if the formulation is different from that collection, but I can speak just for this one, and it is totally amazing. Other than the under eye setting powder, I think you have everything else that you need in a palette. So yeah, it is amazing and I love it. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.